David mentioned the absence of our Minister today, and we do apologise for that. We have been keeping a close eye on his diary over the last month or so, but unfortunately today clashed with a travel commitment and he couldn't make it. I'd also like to add a few words of welcome to Andrew. Andrew, I think ESTHER Ireland has had a close and very beneficial collaboration with you over the years, and it's great to have you here today, and thank you for that relationship and everything that we've gained from it. I'm particularly happy to welcome the Mozambican delegation. It's a country I've worked in for a number of years, and I do welcome you to Ireland. I'm afraid in terms of weather, this is as good as it gets at this time of the year, but I'm sure we'll do our best to keep you warm and dry. David, you mentioned the signing ceremony in 2012, which took place in the Royal College of Surgeons when we joined the European Alliance. But when we joined that, we did so in an understanding that it was an appropriate step for Irish aid at that time. At that time, we were looking at the future of our aid programme, and in particular, how to improve access to quality health services in least developed countries. Since then, however, we have moved into the post-2015 development era with its 17 interlinked universal sustainable development goals at its core. While many of us are still working out how universal approaches can be applied and what it means to our ways of working, what is clear is that multi-stakeholder partnerships will be central to the implementation. Indeed, the Sustainable Development Goal 17 refers to strengthen the means of implementation and revitalise the global partnership for sustainable development, recognising multi-stakeholder partnerships as an important vehicle for mobilising and sharing knowledge, expertise, technology, financial resources to support the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals in all countries. The effectiveness of multi-stakeholder partnerships will be dependent on many factors. They will increasingly be tied to our ability to manage and share knowledge and expertise about the issues, the processes, the solutions that we identify, and to promote the dissemination of that information and knowledge. The Sustainable Development Goals for the 2013 Agenda for Action are truly universal in their nature. They apply to all countries and to all sectors. This universality will require, inter alia, that the knowledge and expertise managed and possessed by multi-stakeholder partnerships need to be shared as widely as possible in order that to reach beyond the immediate constituencies and to the communities that have an impact on a global scale. The twinning and partnering approach of ESTHER Alliance is obviously an important element to this. In Irish Aid, we believe that working in partnership is fundamental to effective development. Our international development policy commits to strengthening partnerships built on mutual trust and supporting development that is locally owned and led. I know that this is at the heart of the ESTHER approach, and David has referred to that, but we will do well to keep this principle at the centre of our minds. In terms of Ireland's support or engagement, supporting better health is an integral part of our aid history, and health retains its place in importance in our policies. Ireland has always prioritised the investment in social sectors, and we see health as central to fighting poverty and hunger. Our policy, and indeed the SDGs, require us to work more across and through a whole-of-government approach, which David was getting at too, and involving the expertise from different sectors. The policy underlines that our contribution is not just financial, and we have in Ireland a clear capacity in our people and in our institutions, which we will harness. This is where the ESTHER Alliance fits in, availing of the expertise that our health professionals can bring to build capacity in least developed settings. We also wish to acknowledge that partners involved in the 19 small grant partnerships that ESTHER has funded to date. Importantly, in the spirit of partnership, Irish institutions have greatly benefited from opportunities to learn from partners in the South across a number of areas, including improving our understanding of the factors leading to maternal and child mortality, enhancing Irish training expertise and delivery of more efficient training expertise and programs, increasing the capacity of Irish pathologists in identifying cases of rare and unusual paediatric cancer cases, and enhancing our understanding and appreciation of organisational capacity challenges in resource-constrained settings. Today we will hear of new and emerging partnerships, which we look forward to hearing and understanding more about. I myself will be keen to hear how these have emerged, and importantly, what results have been achieved or are intended. So lastly, I wish the forum well, and I hope that it will contribute to further learning and collaboration, and I wish you all a successful forum.